Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Well, we're all still enjoying the wash-up of our Queen Mary. As we say, we finally have, and Australia finally has a head of state. She just happens to be the head of Denmark.
But we'll take it.
We'll take it. Let's all move there. I saw a really great ad by Tasmanian Tourism yesterday, a photo of a beautiful Tasmanian lake and its surrounds, and it said, "Becoming Queen, the only decent excuse for leaving." So people are enjoying this elevated status of our Mary and the beauty of that ceremony. You know, Prince Charles had to go behind remember he had to go behind the screen
weird.
and change his shirt. And I loved all the pomp and the ceremony and the history of that. In this one, Queen Margrethe sat down. She signed a form, like selling a car. He signed another form. Then his son sat next to him and bang, the succession has happened.
They're very efficient, the Danes. They don't muck around.
It's a great country, Denmark. Has the most handsome men in Europe. I think Sweden has gorgeous women, as does Denmark. But as you can see from ABBA, the women get the looks, not the men necessarily.
Yeah, they film the Norska commercials in Sweden for the cheekbones.
Yeah.
And, you know, the women on the horse going through a waterfall.
We knew a family that had a Swedish nanny and we thought, why would you do that? And then I saw her and she looked like a potato. And I thought, she has the anger of being the only unattractive Swedish woman to have ever lived.
She'd stand out.
She'd stand out. So there were some great scenes yesterday. I don't know if you saw the footage on the news last night, but there was King Frederick, the crowds outside, the cameras inside the room with him. He takes a deep breath, steps across the threshold onto the balcony to greet the people. It was amazing. And the thoughts for him going to meet his destiny. And there he must be feeling that with his 18-year-old son, who now is the king in waiting, is the prince. They've all stepped up a level. Lots of people are reading into Mary's outfit. I saw an article in the paper today that Mary wearing white maybe is reminding people of their beautiful wedding day and their kiss on the balcony.
Well, the kiss on the balcony, a lot of people were saying it was a bit awkward.
A lot of people are reading a lot into things. We know the story, and it's been very uncomfortable for Mary to have to be in the public eye with all this conjecture. But as we know, at the end of last year, he was seen having a date, as it were, with a Spanish socialite. Her name is Genevieve Casanova.
Casanova.
I mean, how hard's that to start with?
Genevieve
Casanova. Photos of the couple over the past couple of months showed them looking of Mary, and Fred looking a little bit anxious and distant.
Yeah. Well, that will happen. But you can't hang out with someone called Casanova.
And not just hang out.
Yeah.
They hung in.
It's like hanging out with Catherine Sexy Pants.
Well, they hung out and then went into her apartment, I think, and came out in different clothes and then had an evening out together.
Maybe there's something innocent about it. Maybe they went in and there was like a dishwasher incident. Sometimes a dishwasher can explode and then all of a sudden you've got finish all over you.
Yeah.
And then...
and he'd gone in there with the expectation that would happen, which is why he had spare clothes.
And he goes, well, hang on a minute, I've got to, and she might have said, up in the spare room there's some clothes.
That will fit you and look kingly. But this article in the paper today, it's an opinion piece, but I'm as fascinated by this whole story as anybody else, and the idea that maybe the timing of suddenly the Queen retiring because they need to keep Mary, who's more popular than Frederick in Denmark, keep her in the fold, really. Is that why they brought forward this succession? But this article says, something in my throat. She said, the message from Queen Mary from the balcony of the palace to her husband's rumoured lover could not be clearer. Keep off my man, he's mine. Then it said, Miss Casanova will no doubt have seen Frederick's huge Cheshire cat grin. She's seen that before, as he proudly stood next to his wife holding hands on the balcony. It was Frederick who leaned in for the kiss, while Mary looked like a blushing new bride. The new Queen's message will have been received loud and clear. There's not going to be 3 people in this marriage. There's no Camilla vacancy going. Adios, señorita. So this important thing happening in Mary's life, fulfilling this destiny, has to be written within the context of keep your eyes to the front, mate.
Yeah. Keep away from Casanovas. Stay with Miss Potato Head.
I'd seek out a potato head and stay there.